Hello everyone, welcome to another session of Tableau with me, Abidunisa Begum, on behalf of Proactive. So, the topic that today we are going to learn about is ETL. ETL is extract, transform, and load. So, let us see what is it and how is it, related to Tableau and why are we using it. So, let's go ahead. Let's see what is the agenda of today's video. So, in this video, we will see about what is ETL, how does it work, and advantages and disadvantages of ETL and its applications. Okay, so moving ahead, what is ETL? Like I said, it's extract, transform, and load the data. Then it is, it's used to synthesize or extract the data from various sources and load it to the data warehouse. So if you remember, I spoke about this in the last two session as well of introduction to Tableau. So that's how it's useful. Then some of the ETL tools, some examples of ETL tools actually. There is this Talent and SSIS, that is SQL Service Integrated System, and Informatica. Informatica is one of the most popular ETL tool that is used. So what's it? So basically, what ETL does is, it extracts, transforms, and loads the data. So it's a type of actually data integration process, which refers to three distinct but interrelated steps. Distinct but interrelated steps. I mean, they have their own entity. You are extracting the data, you're transforming the data, and you are loading the data. These are three different entities, but then they are interrelated to each other. So these are the steps that are there. So extract, transform, and load. And it's like I said, used to synthesize or extract data from various sources, multiple sources, many times. Why? To build a data warehouse or data hub or data lake, whatever you want to call it. Let's move ahead. So what are the steps involved? Like we have seen, extraction, transformation, and loading of the data. The most important thing, it is essential to properly format and prepare the data in order to load it to the data storage system. It can be a data warehouse, data hub, or data lake, wherever you are, loading the data. So it is very essential to properly format and prepare the data. Otherwise, what is the use? You're just extracting and you are loading the data. What is the use? What are you going to present then? So that is needed because you want to, you have to transform the data too. So the triple combination of this, it provides crucial functions, so that are many times combined into a single application or a suite of tools, different suite of tools. So that's it. And the basic ETL process, ETL is this extract, transform, load. This process, it can be categorized into these stages. So first, you are extracting the data, you're cleansing the data, or whatever the analysis you want to perform it, and then you're transforming the data, and then you are loading the data onto your data warehouse. So for example, if there is a company, some XYZ company, so they are they want to just, they have a product and they want to sell it to the customers. So what do? They first, they collect the data about the customers through different databases that they have. They take that data, and then it can be in any form, SQL or XML or flat files, in any form. In ETL, you can take any form of extraction from, in any form of, the database. You can just they take the customer's data. uh, for example, these days the most popular use is from the social media. There are different advertisements that pop up and they ask you to fill a form. So you fill a form if you're interested, or you just leave it like that. Or if you are using, for example, your Facebook account, and there is a page or anything that shows up. If you like that page by any chance, they show, what do you say, is very compelling advertisements. So you would definitely like to know more about it. What do? You like it or know more? So since you're already logged into your Facebook account, that information goes to them. So that is again, one more type of, data that these companies they receive. So what type of students they are seeing, everything, what type of customers they are attracting. So they just take it, they categorize it, and so that this categorizing of these customers, that is happening in the second step. So you're taking all that data, and then you are dividing it into what type of customers you have, how many people are interested, what type of people are interested. Like I said, that is data cleansing. And then what type of customers can be useful for you, people who are interested. There are many interested based upon the advertisement that you have given. So they are interested, but then what customers can buy it, that, if for example, the you're taking some baby products, you have a company of baby products, so usually mothers would be interested in them. So similarly, you just divide that data based upon it, and then you transform that data accordingly, and you create different reports based upon that, and then you load it. Where do you load it? On the data warehouses, or data hubs, or data lakes, whatever you want to call it. So these data warehouses, they can, also known as, they are very popularly also known as online analytical platforms. So these data warehouses, they usually do not face any customers. It's for the use of the company itself. For you to, if it's your company, it's for you to review how your product is doing, or how the, if there is any scheme that you have recently taken out, how is it? How are you selling it? How good is it working? Or how much profit are you getting? All that reports, you can publish it here through different BI tools, like, so like our Tableau that we are learning now. So that's how ETL is related to Tableau. That's how you do it here. So that is the process of, working of ETL. So now that we have seen, I hope it is well understood, the different steps involved here, how it works and all. So before you want to make it work, you need to know what the prerequisites before doing, performing or working with ETL. You need to know what are the prerequisites. So first of all, you should know and understand your data source. From where are you extracting the data? Whether you need data from that source or not. If you do not need, if you're just taking that data from that source and you're just filling it up, it'll be, more of a work burdening yourself. So instead of that, the data source that you're selecting, that plays an important role. And for that, what you need to do, you need to audit your data source, and you should, study your approach for optimal data extraction. As much as you want, you need to just extract that much of data. And then coming to the cleansing part, when you're cleansing the data cleaning, so you should choose a suitable cleansing mechanism as per the data that you have extracted. So it should be suitable for that. Otherwise, you are using any cleansing mechanism which does not go well with this extracted data, then no use, right? Then once the data source has been cleansed, you perform the required transformations. What do you want to do with that data? You can, in a data, there can be certain NA values. You want to remove that NA values, or you want certain, instead of categorical data, you want some continuous. You want numbers in that data. So how do you change those categorical values into numbers? So that is what some data transformation or data manipulation that you are doing here. Then you know and understand where do you want to load your data. You need to know the destination for the data, where it is going to ultimately reside. It's a warehouse hub, or warehouse lake, or warehouse data warehouses, anything data, data warehouses, data hubs, data lakes, anywhere of these, right? So these are certain prerequisites that you need to know before doing, before working with ETL. Now let us see, why are we using ETL at all? Is it necessary or not? So, why ETL? So all the data that can be, that is there, it can be stored in a common data repository in ETL. So in one data warehouse, you're storing all the data that you have collected, and it enhances the capabilities of business intelligence tools for decision making. So business intelligence tools like our Tableau. So ETL, it enhances its capabilities. How does it enhance? It helps to create good, what do you say, good reports based upon, how is it helping, to create good reports? Because you are collecting the data, you're extracting the data, and you are transforming the data through it. So definitely accurate reports you can create through that. So that is how it enhances the capabilities of business intelligence tools. Then it processes the data transformation. I mean, the process of this data transformation can be verified. So whatever data transformation you're doing, it can be verified in ETL. How is it verified? Because see, if one step in data transformation is wrong, or the wrong data is collected, or the wrong data is extracted, the report will be wrong. So that is how you can verify. That is one, one way that you can verify. So that's how the process of data transformation can be verified. Then comparison of data is possible between the source and the target. Whatever your source is and your target audience, the data can be, what do you say, you can compare if it's useful for, we are targeting the right audience, are we using the right data, are we collecting it from the, right source, right resource. So that is how ETL is helping again. And then it helps to improve productivity. Obviously when it's showing you the results, and it's showing you the reports that you are creating, then definitely you will know where you have to work, where you got to work. That's how it, you can improve your productivity. Whatever there are, defaults in your mechanism that you're doing to sell your product or anything, whatever your business is. So whatever you're doing, if you get to know, like for example, if you're into sales and you're selling your product, and example, yeah, we can see in different banks, what do they do when you are going to, if there is somebody who wants to sell a plan and they are going to different customers. For example, you are going to the customers houses. So suppose if you are in Hyderabad, you are, going from Paradise. You, one customer is in Paradise and the other customer is in Gachibowli. It's quite far, isn't it? So you are there and you give the data to your employee that you need to go there, and there are different customers. So he can reach only two customers in a day. While if you are, using this ETL, through this, how do you know? You get to know where are your customers, data source from where you are collecting. You will get to know where are your customers, right? So based upon that, you can just, up, for example, if you are sending that person to Gachibowli. So when he is in Gachibowli, he will get to know that, you can assign him the customers around you, around him. Like if it's in Gachibowli, there is a customer in High Tech City, there is a customer in Madhapur probably. So he can, reach more customers. So how you are collecting the data and you are cleansing the data, you are keeping, you're categorizing the data, categorizing your customers who are staying in one area, and then you are giving it to your personnel, the sales personnel. So that way he is able to reach more customers, and whoever are interested, they'll definitely buy it. So more, so that's how you are improving your productivity. So I hope I have made myself clear. till here. So what all have we seen? We have seen what is ETL, and what are what are the prerequisites of using it, what is the process of ETL, steps involved and all, and why are we using ETL is all what we have seen. Going ahead, what do we have? We have different extraction sources of ETL. So what are these extraction sources? These are different data repositories, or RDBMS, different RDBMS, data management systems, different. So these are just some examples. There are many that are there, but some types to explain you certain types. So MySQL and Oracle, these are customer based. So from the customer you receive that data in MySQL and Oracle. And then in XML, that is extensible markup language, you get it from different partner companies. You have different partner companies, and for example, yours is a company and you are hiring different digital marketing people, or giving your project to a digital marketing company. So you getting the data from them, that is in XML. And then you have JSON. JSON is JavaScript object notation. Where do you get data here? You get it from social media sources, Facebook, Instagram, or or different websites. You post your advertisement, they fill the forms over there, and you directly get your data here. Then there are these flat files or the text files. How do they get through these? How do you get data from these flat files? Example, for an example, when you call a customer care for anything, it can be for for some mobile, or not mobile, for some Airtel, example, Airtel or any company. So you're just calling them up. So they'll ask you to enter certain numbers, one for this, one for Hindi, one two for English, and one for complain, whatever button you're pressing. So based upon that, they extract that data and then they again use it. How much time one customer is taking to talk, and all that, how many customers are calling for complaints, how many customers are calling for feedbacks, everything. So that's how they collect that data in this text files format, in flat files format. So these are different extraction sources that we have here. So this extraction sources, these definitely play a very important role. And then from extracting the data, where do you go to? You go to the, all this data is collected by the ETL, and then you process that data, you load the data to data warehouses, and data warehouse or a data hub, data lake, that's up to you where you upload it. And there is where also where you can present the data, or where you will report it, or where you will publish it probably. So that's about it. Next, let us see the advantages and disadvantages. So like I always say, everything has its own pros and cons. So what does ETL have? In advantages, extraction is possible from many resources. So we just have seen all the resources. These are them, right? Some of them, MySQL, Oracle, XML, JSON, flat files. So extraction is possible from many resources. Data can be transformed before loading. This is a very important thing. Like I said before as well, you are extracting the data, but then what is the use if you're directly loading that data? Will it give you a proper report? It will not. Based upon your requirement, if you are able to transform that data, and then if you're able to report, or if you're able to publish, that's when it is useful. So ETL gives you that, it helps you do that. And then it gives you the ease of use. There are fewer mistakes, faster querying, solving the queries faster, and then it gives you better results. These are advantages. Disadvantages: ETL can load only a limited amount of data to the warehouses. So you cannot load a lot of data, in terabytes. You cannot load the data in terabytes. So that is one of the problems. Then it's not real time. What's real time use? So this takes time to happen. ETL process, it takes time to happen. So you cannot just get instant results. Artificial intelligence, you want instant results is what you think. So but ETL does not give you instant result. it's not real time. Then data warehouses to load the data, they are costly. Where you load the data, these data warehouses, they are costly. That is another drawback of ETL. So I hope the video, or the session, today's session was helpful for you. And if you have any queries with any of the topic that we spoke today, just feel free to inquire or ask us on, or you can connect us through Skype or our number, that is 8147111254, or you can just send us a mail right to us, and then we will definitely get back to you. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening patiently. I hope I was clear. So, goodbye till the next session. Thank you.